Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with another reaction video. This time I'm going to react to Sausage Party, the adult, very adult, although not, well, yeah, I guess so. The very, I was going to say that not in a sexual way because I was thinking of movies like heavy metal and stuff like that, but yeah, I guess you can't really say that because even though there's no like straight up nudity or whatever, there's some pretty sexual content in it. Anyways, it's a pretty adult animated movie starring like Seth Rogen and Kristen Wiig, Nick Kroll, and then some people you wouldn't think like Edward Norton's in it, stuff like that. It's first thing. It's kind of nice about it, to be honest, is it's short. It's like 100 and oh, not 100, sorry, an hour and 20 something minutes. Which there's lots of movies that you'd be dying for there to be more, but for this movie, I think it was just the right amount. Like there was no fluff in the movie. There was nothing that felt like it was there just to extend the time of the movie. But it also like it didn't feel long on the tooth at all. I thought it was a quite funny movie. I mean, there's definitely certain parts that I think it reminds me a lot of This Is the End, where like if you have like a crasser sense of humor, then I think you'll sail right through it. If not, then there might be a few scenes that may not work for you. I typically don't have that crass of a sense of humor, but there was nothing in it that really bothered me all that much. Overall, I thought it was just a solid movie. Lots of laughs. I thought the concept was really good, but then also when I like, because if you don't know, the concept is basically it centers on groceries in a store, and they all are under the impression that when they get bought that they're going to their version of heaven, essentially, that they're going to ascend, and it's going to be that just basically they're going to paradise, and then fairly early on in the movie they figure out that no, they're just going to be eaten and killed. So that was the concept of the movie, which I thought was pretty entertaining. I don't know that the fact that I work at a grocery store made much of a difference, but there was a couple things that kind of made me chuckle, maybe a little bit more. Like there's a stock boy that just kind of made me chuckle, maybe more than most. Anyways, I thought the concept was quite amusing sounding, but I didn't know where they would go from there. And I thought that they did they did a pretty ingenious job of where they took it. And I'm not gonna reveal, but this movie's ending took me, like, I loved it. I loved it. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought it was really quite well done. I don't know if they're like how well it did, but yeah, I thought this was a pretty entertaining movie. I would definitely, if you can deal with some like more, like, I don't know, more crass sense like humor, then definitely I would say check it out. And if you can't, then I still think the people who don't like that type of stuff, like the potty humor and that kind of stuff, there's not that much of it. There's definitely a fair amount of swearing, but overall, it's much more situational than anything else. But there's definitely some of that there too. So just keep that in mind, And I really hope to God nobody puts this movie on thinking that it's going to be good for their kids, because it's not on a number of levels. Because one, like I said, there's some pretty sexual content. There's a lot of swearing, but I also feel like if a kid watched this, they would be like horrified and not want to eat their food anymore, because they would be like, "What am I doing?" But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoyed this video half as much as I enjoyed the movie. So let me know if you've seen the movie, what you think. I'd love it if you're watching this, if you could subscribe and like the video, and tell me if you like the video as well. Like, give me any kind of feedback. So yeah, have a nice day.